channel. Today, I'm going to talk about the concept of toxic leadership or aggressive leadership. My name is Camilla Kalberg. I'm a leadership coach and I'm the founder and CEO of Kalberg Coaching. And I just want to give one disclaimer, and that is my daughter has some nightmares. I hope we have some quiet time right now. So just so that now you know my private situation here. All right. Welcome to those of you tuning in either from LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. The only way that I know you are here is that you know by now the drill. Drop a comment in the chat box or send me an email. That's the only way that I know you are here. And I just appreciate that we're connecting once again. Let's dive into the concept of toxic management. And I am reaching out to those leaders in the pharma industry, particularly, but this also applies to other industries where there is a lot of bad workplace situations. The reason why I take it up and I dare to take it up and dare to talk about it is that toxic leadership aggressive management is something that surfaces across industries. And I've been in various industries for several years, and I've seen it firsthand and I experienced that firsthand how that affects people. And I want to bring attention to as they call this toxic game, because it not only disrupts your career if you are the one leader that think win lose, but it also affects or sabotages your business if you are a CEO or an entrepreneur. Has huge consequences, not only on the financial bottom line, but certainly also on the social bottom line, the health and wellness of your company. All right, so that's the reason why I'm going in and try to be super fast because I said my daughter is is struggling with some nightmares, but right now we're enjoying our time together. All right, and I have some notes here, and then, as always, I will share them afterwards. So, but the thing I want you to remember is that if you thrive, and you probably don't know that, but if you lead by fear or with fear, you are most likely up not to achieve your goals in your career, on your career ladder, which has huge impacts on your financial wealth and the quality of your life, and most likely also your private life. So that is about mindset. If you followed me yesterday, it's about your mindset, right? So that's the reason why I bring it up. And why you should listen is really if you really dare and dare to work on yourself and want to go far in your career, you get to work on your personal skills, on your leadership skills. Also know that some industries, like pharma, there's also some other industries that like can be in IT, but certainly around pharma, where I've been interviewing quite a few people a few years ago, and I've been there as an advisor myself. I know it's a competitive environment. I also know that the vision is not always clear. There's a lot of kings and queens out there. So the environment is really toxic. The thing is that you really get to choose here how you want to show up, and your best to change how your thoughts, it's your behavior, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. When you are when you are aggressive manager, you often, I don't want to put it as like a disclaimer, it is, but I tend to say it's very often that you think win lose. And the reason for that is that actually you are, there's something that you lack. You may lack clarity. You may lack self worth. There's so many reasons why people act with control, or as a controlling mechanism, and that's why they are aggressive, because "Ooh, it's so dangerous that we actually do a team success win-win, rather than actually I am going to take the entire success on my shoulders, and I want to be acknowledged as the successful leader." And often companies cultures advocate for for such profiles, but it's not a long-term um, success strategy. Let me put it like that. Uh, and here's to say, if you apply a win-lose mindset, you won't get far. That's it. Full stop. You won't get far in your career, and most likely often also in your personal life. Leaders, on the other hand, they think win-win, and they set people up for success. A manager who uses a fear-based leadership or management style or aggressive management style uses techniques to cultivate his or her own goals. They use disempowering techniques. They are not interested in personal career development plans. They are not up for setting their team members up for success. They see the team members as a threat, and they thrive on threatening other people. And I witnessed that firsthand. And you sense the the imperial mindset when they say, if you don't do this and that and that, I will give you a bad rating, or you're no longer here. I mean, that is how fear-based managers act. Unfortunately, there are so many HR companies or HR divisions out there who overlook that because I think they don't know what to do. So they rather leave them, and then they know, and probably also these people deliver to a certain point. The consequences is though huge because people don't perform the best as they can. They don't report the real progress, whatever that project they're working on. We're all working on projects, right? And they are falling ill. They're getting burned out. They are stressed. They are the consequences, the costs of such management style is enormous. And that's why want to bring attention to this, because it's such a, I don't know. It's not even, I don't think it's a hot topic, but it should be a hot topic and a focus area for the boards, for HR, VPs, and other people, all other directors and VPs who have a interest in their staff and their well-being. Um, so, and here's the hard talk. I just want to take my computer because my notes are here. Is that your aggressive management style? Let me talk about this. And I know it's hard talk. And I know those of you who exercise tough management styles, this doesn't resonate with you, and that is okay. But maybe there's some other senior directors who's listening to this, who has a more soft side of their leadership mindset toolbox, and who I can inspire to act and do a diagnosis on their culture and how their managers act and what it actually costs and what you have forgotten. That hard talk points is that those managers are people who exercise aggressive management styles, they don't get very far. And if you may reflect on that and say, okay, how many people have you laid off over the last couple of years, um, and what type of management style did they execute, right? I know quite a few people who have actually been laid off because of that, but maybe not directly because of that, but they certainly was not setting their staff up for success. And if you don't set your staff up for success, that is your most important asset. You are not going to deliver on promise, and you're not even going to exceed expectations. So, what track record are we talking about? If you're not if you're not using the resources you have at hand best as possible, that's what leader does do on the other on the country. The leaders go in and cultivate a safe environment where people dare to show up, where people dare to fail fast. You cultivate a fail fast environment culture. And when you do that, when you're relaxed, and if you haven't have tried that, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, reach out. I'm here to support you. What happens is really that, and I talk about it in the office, like 2 + 2 = 1,000. It's really where you get into your zone of genius, and that you dream big, and you know how. It's not about how, but you know why you do it, and you know what you're going to do. That happens for leaders when they go in and they're visionary people. Managers who thrive on an aggressive management style, they're not visionary because they are protecting their own ego, so they can't be visionary. Visionary people build their team to succeed. Um, so that is really hard talk. And here's my ending point here, a final point is, if you want to go far, you get to work, and it's an absolutely must to work on your leadership skill sets. And I think in particularly about your mindset. It's your mindset that sets you up for success. It's how your brain is wired, it's how you see the reality. And so, just welcome for those you're tuning in just now. We're talking about management style and why it kills your career and what you should do differently. I'm your host, Camilla Kalberg, founder of Kalberg Coaching, um, where we help leaders, particularly in the pharma industry, excel. And with that, excel in getting the best mindset to do that. And so that the point really is that if you want to go far, you get to work, and it's an absolutely must to work on your mindset. It's your thoughts, it's your feelings, and your actions. And the thoughts is something that is wired in your brain, comes from your childhood, in your upbringing, and it comes up to the age of 35. The thoughts that you think either set you up for success or it doesn't. It's not something, unfortunately, that we are taught in the university, business schools about the mindset, unless you're a psychologist. But then most likely you don't have that issue or challenge because you know how to create and continuously um, expand your conscious awareness. And that's what want to end my talk tonight, my teaching tonight and training tonight is about conscious awareness. And if you are struggling with your conscious awareness, maybe you don't even know what conscious awareness is about. Then I have an offer an opportunity for you is to join my free leadership mindset training on the 21st of June. It's next Tuesday, where I will talk you through. I will train you on what leadership mindset is. I have a workbook, and I will help you diagnose where you are currently and where you want to be in your career. It's about your mindset, and I will guide you on the next steps. It is a 3-step concept, and it's very, very powerful. It's proven. So if you want to excel and you want to expand, then join my free training. It's on the link to the registration site is just under my face here on LinkedIn. And so just again, change your mindset, right? Drop your management style and your aggressive management style. There's a lot of reasons why you thrive on your ego, but really, if you want to achieve financial wealth, live an abundant life, and get more success in your career, it's an absolutely must that you work on your mindset and that you leave and let go of your aggressive management style and step into and embrace the leadership mindset. All right, we come to the end of this show tonight. It's quiet. My daughter's falling asleep. I hope some of this resonates with you and inspires you to take whatever actions you need to take so that you can live your most abundant life. That's my entire desire of this is to help you thrive in all aspects of life. With this, send me any note to let me know what you want to work on, what you're struggling with the most right now. And remember to join my free training next Tuesday, the 21st of June. It's going to be amazing. It is amazing. All right. Enjoy the rest of the, it's Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of, it's a Tuesday. We're mixing up. Enjoy the rest of the evening and be in contact and connecting again tomorrow. Bye for now.